Overflows. Ego is China wall, very strong, firm, yet invisible. It needs constant fueling or recharging. Only then it will work. I have heard once Mullah Nasruddin said when he died, he want to create a mausoleum around his grave, but there should be no walls, yet there should be a gate, and put a lock on the gate and put the key into the grave. Around the grave there is a mausoleum with no walls, only gate, and whose key, locked gate's key, is thrown in the grave. This is how the ego is. It doesn't appear to exist, but it exists in its invisible form. The wall is not outside. The wall is inside you, so wherever you go, you carry this wall with you. When you are alert, you feel it. When you are not alert, you do not feel it. But the wall is inside you, invisible. The wall that stands in your way is of your own ego, your own creation, your own understanding, your own unconsciousness. Indeed, ego surrounds you like an invisible wall. It persuades you that by surrounding you in this way, it will protect you. That is the seduction of ego. That is the seduction of ego. It goes on telling you again and again, if I am not there, you will not be unprotected. You will not be protected. You will become too vulnerable, and there will be too much risk. So let me guard you, let me surround you, and if you fall a trap to it. And this is how you fall in trap with you. Yes, there is a certain protection in the ego, but the wall becomes your imprisonment as well, a cage. There is a certain protection, otherwise nobody would suffer the miserable nature of ego or the miseries that ego brings with it. There is a certain protection. It protects you against the enemy, but then it protects you against the friends as well. It is just like when you close your door and hide yourself behind it because you are afraid of the enemy. Then a friend comes, but the door is closed. He knocks at the door. There is no response, so he cannot enter. If you are too afraid of enemy, then even the friend cannot enter into you. And if you open the door for the friend, there is every possibility and risk that enemy may also enter. One has to think about it deeply, and only a very few courageous people tackle it rightly. Others become coward and hide, and then their whole life is lost and is spent in this self created prison. Life is risky, but death has no risk. Die, and then there is no problem for you, and nobody is going to kill you, because how can anybody kill you when you are already dead? Enter a grave and be finished. Then there is no illness, there is no anxiety or any other problem. You are out of all such problems and risks. However, when you are alive, then there are millions of problems. The more alive the person, the more problems are there. But there is nothing wrong in it, because struggling with problems, fighting with the challenge is the way you grow and blossom. It is in the adverse circumstances or situation your hidden talent blossoms. The ego is a subtle wall around you. It does not allow anybody to enter you. You feel protected and secure, but the security is death like. It is the security of the plant inside the seed. The plant in a subtle form remains hidden deep within the seed. The plant is so afraid to sprout, because who knows what may happen. The world is so hazardous, and the plant will be tender, soft, and fragile. Behind the wall, the covering of the seed, hiding inside the cell, everything is protected. Or think of a small child in mother's womb. Everything is there, and the need of the child is fulfilled immediately. There is no anxiety, no fight, no future. The child simply lives blissfully. Every need is fulfilled by the mother. Would you like to remain always in your mother's womb? And during the time that you were in mother's womb, you were connected to her through the umbilical cord. It is very protective. If it was given to you to choose, would you choose always to be in mother's womb? Introspect. It is very comfortable. What more comfort may be possible? Scientists say that we have not yet been able to make a situation more comfortable than the womb. The womb seems to be the ultimate in comfort and protection. In fact, Sigmund Freud and his followers say that the desire of moksha or liberation is nothing but the desire for the same lost womb of the mother. It is so comfortable that there is no anxiety, no problem, and no need to work. Everything is provided automatically. As soon as the need arises, immediately it is fulfilled. There is not even the trouble of breathing. The mother breathes for the child. There is nothing to bother about the food. The mother eats and the child is fed. But would you like to remain in mother's womb? It is comfortable, but it is not life. Life is always in the wild. Life is there outside. The English word ecstasy is very, very significant. It means to stand out. Ecstasy means to get out of the shell, all protections, all ego, all comforts, and all death like walls. To be ecstatic means to get out, to be free, to be moving, to be a process, and to be vulnerable that winds can come and pass through you. Life is in the wild when you develop courage to move around unprotected. Only then your hidden talent, the seed that is hidden in you, grows and blossoms. Enough for now.